So, this is the second session of Psychological Disorders, NCRT Chapter 4. In the previous session, we discussed a number of things, right? If you guys remember, we studied about what psychological disorders, what is a normal psychology, what is normal, what are the 4 Ds of abnormal psychology. We studied, do you guys remember what are the 4 Ds of abnormal psychology? Hmm. Anyone? Do you guys remember what are the 4 Ds of psychology that we discussed in the previous session?
Deviant, distressing,
Hmm.
dysfunction, and dangerous.
Perfect. Wonderful. Yes. So we discussed these 4 Ds of psychology: deviance, dysfunctional, distressing, and dangerous. And we also, discussed what is the stigma attached to mental health and a number of things. We defined normal, we defined the 4 Ds and deviation from social norm. All of this we discussed in our previous session. So I think we also just started with what is the historical background of psychology, right? Abnormal psychology, right? So the other day I was discussing with you all that the history of abnormal psychology, it dates back to like 2500 years from today. So you all must have heard, right? Psychology has a long history, but a short past. So, you know, yeah, I think I said it correctly. Yes. So we all are human beings and we all interact with each other. We all understand a little bit of psychology of each other, right? We all understand, we are able to anticipate the behavior of one another. And similarly, abnormal psychology also has a long history. So, as I told you, like 2500 years from now, the Greek period, from like it is so ancient, so from it is coming from so long. So, these disorders are already prevalent, right? People did used to face, like just like they used to face physical health ailments, similarly mental health issues were also prevalent. It's just that people were not aware of them with in psychological terms. So at that time, whatever terms they found relevant and whatever understanding they have had of these disorders at that time, uh, you know in a similar manner things just progressed. So in the very beginning, the very first era, if I talk about, so सबसे पहले supernatural and magical forces they were prevalent. Okay. So abhi bhi, like we were discussing the other day, right? If you talk to our grandparents या फिर जो layman language है, what do we say in the layman language when we did why a certain person is behaving in a certain manner, or if he's going through delusions or hallucinations, right? तो क्या कहते हैं, what is the layman term that we use for them? कि ये तो पागल है, isn't it? या फिर इसका दिमाग खराब है, or things like that. This is the layman terminology that we use. या फिर if you go to the villages or rural settings, तो वहां पे they what they say कि you might have heard these things if any one of you has been to the village, or you are from the rural background, so people very much believe कि भूत होते हैं, आत्माएं भूत प्रेत होते हैं and all these things. So in the very beginning, if you guys imagine yourself in that scenario, even ourselves, agar hame na bataya jaye what is schizophrenia, what are delusions, what are hallucinations, so even we don't we would also not be able to understand like from where this person is talking, isn't it? Hum bhi kahenge ki this person is disoriented, he does not know what he's talking about, है ना? He's saying things which do not exist, he's listening to the things relate to us, and he's possessing those 4 Ds. So obviously we wouldn't find it normal. So at that time, people were, people used to believe that there is something that is supernatural, that is above us. So when I explained this term to you the other day, I told you to, see it as natural, like human beings, what I said, we all are natural. natural, we are normal beings, and the people who are not normal like us, who do not behave like us, they are supernatural beings. So here supernatural means that probably those people, they possess more powers than us, right? They are able to hear things which we are not able to hear. They are able to see things which we are not able to hear. Okay, so I am talking about the ancient times. So what would be your first heading? Ancient times, and your heading would be what the people's belief was at that particular time, that was supernatural and magical forces. Okay, they used to believe that there are demons that exist. Demons means bhoot or something like that. Then existence of god, existence of magic, existence of evil spirit, devil. So all these things, whatever words I've told you right now, all these means कि भूत प्रेत या evil आत्माएं, they used to exist. और जो भी इंसान उस टाइम पे who who was not normal like us, so उनको वो कह देते थे कि इसमें कोई भूत आत्मा या कुछ ऐसे भूत प्रेत आ गए हैं. All right, these are the words that have been used in your NCRT book, evil spirits and devil. Okay. सो ऑब्वियसली अब अगर उन्होंने डायग्नोस कर लिया कि इस पर्सन को ये पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम है, तो उसका सोल्यूशन भी निकालेंगे, इजंट इट? यस और नो? है ना, उसको ट्रीट करने की भी तो कोशिश करेंगे ना. सो फॉर दैट, for the treatment that they were using at that particular time was termed as exorcism. So exorcism का क्या मतलब है कि किसी पर्सन के अंदर से भूत या प्रेत या evil आत्मा, उसको निकालना, that is called exorcism. Okay, so how did they used to perform exorcism? There were several ways in which they used to perform exorcism. So by counter magic or by prayers, all these things. So this was the very first period, the ancient times, when people did not know anything about psychology, did not know what mental health is. And if there were things that were beyond the control of that particular person who was actually ill. So they used to believe in supernatural and magical forces. The treatment that was used in those period was called exorcism. अब ये exorcism करता कौन था? There used to be two people, two terms that are mentioned in your NCRT book. The first one is Ojha. Okay, so Ojha is a medicine man. So you understand Ojha like a medicine man. Matlab they used to believe that this is the person who has contact with supernatural forces. Okay, or the person who can communicate with the spirits. तो वो भूत आत्माओं के साथ बात कर सकता है. अगर वो बात कर सकता है तो he can obviously tell us how to treat this thing, how to say that bhoot goodbye. Okay, the second term that you need to be aware about is shaman. Okay, so while Ojha is an outsider person, shaman is the person who is affected himself. ठीक है, जिसके अंदर they used to say कि भूत आया हुआ है, that person was shaman. And they said कि हाँ, that because that person is afflicted, because that person is in pain, and उसके अंदर ही भूत आया है, तो वो person खुद ही हमें बता सकता है कि how to get rid of this thing. And why do you think society was bothered about this thing? Can you guys guess? Tell me, why would society be bothered about कि किसी person के बीच में भूत आत्मा, भूत प्रेत, कुछ evil spirit या कोई good spirit आई है, and we should treat that person with supernatural powers?
Because society expects us to behave the same way the way they do. Like there is a
That's one of the
norm, because
explanation.
there is a particular norm and we are expected to behave in that particular, like according to that norm. And if we don't do that, society tries to modify us so that we like behave in that type or
Very true. Very true. Very correct. Right. Okay. What other reasons could be there? This is a very good correct answer. Appreciated.
it seems like for them those all people, it seems like it may be dangerous for us,
Yes, right.
harmful.
Because we studied na 4 Ds of psychology, so it could be dangerous from them. The previous explanation that you give was that it was deviant from the society's behavior, or society को पसंद नहीं है कि उसके norm से कोई deviate हो. And of course it is dangerous. So society used to think that it could be dangerous for us, or it could be dangerous for the other person also. So very correct, right? So जब आप आंसर लिख रहे हो, I was telling you the other day also, I'll also share the notes with you, my handwritten notes, because you guys will be appearing for your exams, right? तो आप ऐसे बनाओ, you write a heading, first one, the ancient times. I'll share it with you also, so you don't need to worry अगर अभी नहीं समझ आ रहा. Okay, and then you mentioned कि अगर कोई वहां पे मेजर कंट्रीब्यूटर था तो वो कौन सा मेजर कंट्रीब्यूटर था. देन व्हाट वाज द मेजर बिलीफ. यहाँ पे मेजर बिलीफ क्या है? व्हाट आर दे बिलीविंग इन? गाइस, व्हाट आर दे बिलीविंग इन?
Supernatural powers.
Yes, in the supernatural and magical forces. Yes, correct. And what is the treatment they proposed? So the treatment those people proposed was exorcism. Exorcism is the treatment here. जिससे they are saying कि हम इस तरीके से through this counter magic or through this prayer we are saying that भूत goodbye. हम उसको उस person में से निकाल रहे हैं. And who are the people who can help in exorcism? The two terms that I talked about.
ओझा, shaman.
Yes, right. और मेडिसिन मैन कौन है? ओझा है या शमन है?
ओझा.
Right, correct, good, perfect. चले आगे. Anything that is not clear or you would like me to repeat? Yes or no, कुछ तो बताओ.
No, it's clear.
Okay, perfect, all right,
Clear, ma'am.
good, great. ठीक है, तो ये आपका फर्स्ट हेडिंग हो जाएगा. आफ्टर दिस दे हैव डिस्कस टू अप्रोचेस. ठीक है, ये तो सुपर नेचुरल अप्रोच हो गई. उसके बाद कुछ सेंसिबल लोग भी आए, ओके, जिनको हम अभी बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे. सो दो सेंसिबल पीपल सेड कि नहीं यार, सुपर नेचुरल चीज जिसको हम देख नहीं सकते, कुछ maybe the people who did not used to believe in religion or supernatural powers, they said that it is probably because जो उस पर्सन की जो बॉडी है एंड ब्रेन है, दे आर नॉट इन सिंक विद ईच अदर. मे बी देयर ब्रेन्स आर नॉट वर्किंग प्रॉपरली. हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, बिकॉज सबसे पहले जो एंशियंट लोग थे उन्होंने कहा जिसका दिमाग सही तरीके से काम नहीं करता वो पागल है, उसके अंदर भूत आत्माएं आ गई हैं. दे सेड, दे टॉक्ड अबाउट द सेम थिंग. उन्होंने भी कहा कि दिमाग अच्छे से काम नहीं कर रहा है, बट दे टॉक्ड अबाउट द एक्चुअल दिमाग which has some physical presence and not something that is supernatural, isn't it? So they said कि there is something that is organic. ठीक है, you understand the word organic, कि something that is made up of organs, that is something that has physical presence, and something that is biological. ठीक है, something वो लिविंग बीइंग के अंदर ही कोई चीज प्रेजेंट है, उसकी बॉडी से रिलेटेड या उसके ब्रेन से रिलेटेड, जिसकी वजह से probably that part is not working properly, जिसकी वजह से दिस पर्सन इज एक्टिंग एबनॉर्मली. है ना? यू कैन वेरी वेल इमेजिन एंड थिंक कि अगर कोई पर्सन स्किज़ोफ्रेनिक है तो प्रोबेबली ये एट दैट टाइम आप इसको बहुत इन डेप्थ में पढ़ोगे अपनी बैचलर्स लेवल पे या मास्टर्स लेवल पे. तो यू विल स्टडी इन फर्दर, व्हेन you will study it in more detail, the dissection of human beings was not allowed at that time. So they could not just cut human beings and conduct their research and they could say कि हाँ, this part of the brain is responsible for this thing. नहीं allowed था. It was after a very long period of time कि they started dissecting animals और उससे कुछ inferences निकालना इन्होंने शुरू करा. ठीक है, this was just ये सारी बातें भी philosophical terms में ही हो रही हैं. We don't have, हम अभी साइंस पे आए नहीं है. दिस इज ऑल्सो एन assumption they made कि मे बी उस पर्सन का दिमाग अच्छे से काम नहीं कर रहा है. दिस टर्म इज written in your NCERT book. Okay, maybe their brains are not working properly or maybe their body and brain are not in sync with each other, जिसकी वजह से maladaptive behavior आ रहा है. And now we actually know कि if some person is schizophrenic, some neurotransmitter in his brain is being released in excess or it is not being released at all. या कोई पर्सन अगर पार्किंसंस है तो इट इज रिलेटेड टू डोपामिन. अब हमने बहुत सारी साइंटिफिक प्रोग्रेस कर ली है. उस टाइम पे अभी ये सारी सिर्फ वी आर जस्ट गिविंग assumptions, philosophical assumptions. ठीक है, then they talked about psychological approach. Acha, this is another approach. They said ki maybe what that person is thinking and feeling is not in sync. तो मे बी वो सोच कुछ और रहा है, फील कुछ और कर रहा है, वर्ल्ड को परसीव डिफरेंट तरीके से कर रहा है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज लीडिंग टू abnormal behavior. So psychology is related to this, the way you think, the way you feel, the synchrony in the same, and how you perceive the world. So this is another approach. Now we will learn about who are the contributors, किसने कौन सी approach दी और किसने कैसे बात करी, है ना? Who are the major contributors? तो पहले we will study the ancient western period. हमने अभी 3 headings करे हैं. Okay? So सबसे पहले मैंने आपको बताया ancient times में the major prevalent thought was supernatural and magical forces. The major treatment was exorcism. उसके बाद मैंने आपको सिर्फ 2 अप्रोचेस बताई हैं. एक है बायोलॉजिकल या ऑर्गेनिक अप्रोच, and second approach is psychological approach. Now I will tell you that what were the periods. We studied the ancient period as of now. Now we will study the western period and what were the developments that happened in the ancient western period, and we'll also try to learn these developments. Okay, I hope you guys remember what exorcism was, what oja was, what shaman was, because and you have a paper and pen with you. By the end of the class we'll have a quiz and we'll see if you guys remember that thing. Okay, so learning is very important. Okay, so ancient western period. So you understand, right, what western period means. We are going to talk about यूरोप एंड अमेरिका, वहां पे या फिर ग्रीस में टुवर्ड्स द वेस्ट क्या क्या डेवलपमेंट्स हुई. सो सबसे पहले दे डिड नॉट यूज टू बी साइकोलॉजिस्ट्स. ओके, सो जो भी लोग ये बातें कर रहे हैं दे वर आइदर फिलोसोफर्स और दे वर फिजिशियंस. फिजिशियंस होते हैं डॉक्टर्स, या कोई बायोलॉजिस्ट था, तो वही लोग बात कर रहे हैं. उस टाइम पे साइकोलॉजी उनको पता भी नहीं था. साइकोलॉजी टर्म केम वेरी लेटर. ओके, सो just a minute. Yeah, so philosophers and physicians of ancient Greece बहुत सारे हुए हैं, and you will also mention them when you will have to write your answer. So there are 4 major philosophers whom we are concerned about in this particular slide or in this particular heading. So the first one is Hippocrates. Okay, Hippocrates, Socrates, Plato, and Galen. So these are the 4 major contributors in ancient Western period. When you are specifying the ancient Western period, you should remember these things. It is not very elaboratively given in your NCERT book, but I want you to have a little understanding कि इन लोगों ने क्या थोड़ा थोड़ा काम करा. If I'm saying that they developed, so you should know. You should not only know the names of the contributors, you should know a little bit extra also, and it is interesting also. So सबसे पहले आए Hippocrates. तो हिपोक्रेट्स ने क्या बोला, हमने अभी तक जो बात करी, हमने कहा कि सुपरनैचुरल बातें हो रही थी, है ना, डीमंस, गॉड्स, उन सब की बातें हो रही थी, और हमने सिर्फ अभी 2 अप्रोचेस के नाम बात करे, हमने ये नहीं बात करी कि किसने क्या बोला. सो हिपोक्रेट्स जब आए, ही सेड दैट आई डू नॉट बिलीव इन डीमंस और इन डाइटीज. deities means देवी देवताओं में, ठीक है. So I do not believe that a person is possessed by some devil, कोई शैतान या कोई evil spirit or any such thing. Okay, he completely denied that. He said that whatever is happening, it is happening purely due to the natural causes. Okay, something that I could see or something that is happening in front of me, something that is being caused by the nature. Okay, and when he says nature, he means that maybe उस person के brain में कोई injury हो गई, or maybe the same thing, the biological approach. Okay, he is talking about the biological approach कि maybe because of that, that person is not feeling at the best of his mental health. Okay, so he talked about the natural causes and he talked about brain injuries. And imagine, we are talking about the ancient Greece period, बहुत साल पहले की बात कर रहे हैं. At that time also, these philosophers, these physicians, they were so intelligent, right? And they were so much into research that he also gave the types of mental disorders at that time. So you don't need to remember it at this point of time, but for your knowledge, I'm sharing it with you. Okay, so he said there are 3 types of mental disorders. He talked about the first one, which is mania. So right, okay, um, we will be discussing in good detail. अभी हमने depressive disorders पूरे पढ़ेंगे, तो उसके अंदर we will study mania. Mania is another extreme of depression, जिसमें for a short period of while the person feels very high. Okay, he feels very happy, he feels on next heights. Okay, second type that he talked about, he said that second one is melancholia. So when I say the term melancholia, it is related with depression. Okay, so so he said that there are three types. The first one is mania. Maybe the person is feeling very high, like people feel after having drugs, or maybe that person is feeling depressed, melancholic. The third one he talked about was phrenitis, brain fever. Okay, so at that period of time Hippocrates gave us three types of mental disorders. और अभी आप देखोगे बाकी लोगों ने भी बहुत अच्छा काम करा है. So the second one was Galen. So Galen talked about the four elements of the world, जिससे world बना हुआ है. Now we know about five elements. At that period of time he talked about four elements. Okay, those four elements are earth, air, fire and water. Okay, with these four elements he talked about four bodily fluids. He said कि there are four fluids in the body. फिर उन four fluids से भी उसने four temperaments की भी बात करी है. So अभी हमने second chapter करा नहीं है. When we'll do that you will understand, है ना. आप उसको और अच्छे से डिटेल पढ़ोगे किसका क्या मतलब है. So पहले he said there are four elements. कौन से four elements? ये वाले four elements. ठीक है, earth, air, fire and water. Then he said there are four humors. वो four humors कौन से? ये वाले four humors है. Yellow bile, black bile, blood and phlegm. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. ठीक है, ये चार जो है these are four humors. ये elements है. Okay, don't write humors here. The slide has been made in that manner. But हाँ, four elements ये हैं. He talked about four humors, which are these. These are mentioned in your NCERT book, and you should learn them by heart. And these four humors, they are responsible for four types of temperaments. उनके नाम मैं अभी बता देती हूँ, but you will be studying them in complete detail कि इनका क्या meaning है, what are they related to, how he proposed, what he did. So that we'll do in chapter 2. Okay, because we will be studying about the complete approach there. So he said that blood is related with the temperament called sanguine. 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 Blood is related with the temperament sanguine. Black bile is related with the temperament melancholic. Do you guys remember? I just told you the meaning of melancholic. क्या होता है melancholic?
Sad.
Depression.
Yes, yeah, depressed or sad. Good, right. Black bile is related with melancholic. Yellow bile is related with choleric. Okay, and the fourth one is phlegm. Phlegm is related with phlegmatic. Okay, does that make sense? So this is Galen's contribution, and his contribution is quite noteworthy, and you should know this contribution. And similarly, Plato also talked about. अभी हमने Hippocrates पढ़ लिया, हमने Galen पढ़ लिया. I told you about Hippocrates. What did Hippocrates do? Remember it like a story. Okay, so if you guys remember, हमने क्या पढ़ा था कि in the ancient times people used to believe in what?
Supernatural powers. Magical powers.
Magical powers and demons. तो सबसे पहले मैंने आपको भी ancient times के बाद क्या बताया? Hippocrates. So Hippocrates ने आते ही सबसे पहली चीज क्या करी?
They told that they don't believe on devils and deities.
Yes, he denied that these things exist. What did he see? What did he say? फिर उसने deny करके क्या बोला? कौन से reasons exist करते हैं?
Totally natural reasons. Reasons.
Yes. Right. So those natural reasons are what? Maybe कोई brain injury है ना? something related to your body, something that can be observed and seen and can be, worked upon. And he gave three types of mental disorders. If you remember those mental disorders very well and good, you can tell me. If you don't, even then I wouldn't mind. Do you guys
First one
remember?
is mania,
Yes.
and I don't remember the second and third one.
Melancholic.
Very good. Third one.
Brain fever.
Yes, that's phrenitis. Very good. Perfect. And then we talked about Galen. Galen का तो सारा कुछ मैंने लिख के दिया ही हुआ है ना. So he talked about four humors and four elements. Then let us talk about, what did Plato talk about? So Plato gave organismic approach. Okay. So Plato, his major study was on criminal studies. So he studied, the criminals who were actually going through some mental disorders. Okay. And I feel so surprised, and I feel, very much fascinated by the fact कि उस time पे भी इतनी in-depth researches होती थी. And nowadays we people, we are not that much into researches, even though we have so many resources. It's quite inspiring कि उस time के philosophers who did not probably even, when they were not even exposed to कि इतने research methods होते हैं, ये चीजें होती हैं, even then they were able to find so many things. Their observation skills and all those things were so good, isn't it? So Plato, he studied the criminals who had some mental disorders or something like that. So he said that these people are not responsible for the crimes they have committed, or they are not responsible for the state or condition that they are in. वो खुद ही नहीं बन गए criminals या वो खुद ही mentally, they did not, they're not the causes of their illness, isn't it? So he said that, there are individual differences that exist. Every individual being is different from the other. And if there is something that we wish to do for them, if we actually want to treat them, तो वो इस तरीके से नहीं होगा कि you punish them. So at that time, अभी आप थोड़ा सा और आगे जाओगे, so you will see कि these people, the poor people who were suffering from some or the other disorder, they used to be punished. उनको पता नहीं कौन कौन सी गंदी सी medicines they used to make, and you remember Bali Pratha and all those things. So there were so many practices that used to happen at that period of time, and these people used to be tortured rather in the name of treatment. They were tortured and they were not given a good care. Society did not used to accept them or like them. They were not very much welcomed in the society. So imagine somebody who, अगर यही चीज कोई physically ill person के साथ करे, we can empathize with that person. But उस time पे nobody had even had the awareness कि what they're actually doing. So, Hippocrates came, and now Galen also gave his, all this contribution. And now Plato, he said that we should provide these people with community care. Okay, there should be special hospitals for these people who are suffering from mental health disorders. And in those hospitals, we should give them, we should converse with these people, we should talk to them, and we should try to understand them. So, have you guys heard of talk therapy? What is talk
Like-
therapy?
Like we try to solve the problem of the person by talking to the person, like by having a good conversation with the person.
It might be
So now
counseling.
you see, yes, right. So now you see, he is talking about this thing as Plato in a period जहाँ पे therapies वगैरह का कोई नामो निशान नहीं था. But he knew. So when he was talking about this conversation, this was a psychotherapeutic conversation. Okay, कि आप उस person से बात करो, maybe that person would, he would speak up and he would heal by expressing what he's going through. And it works. And not only this, okay, he was not completely scientific. Okay, उसने बहुत अच्छा बोला. He said कि community care centers होने चाहिए, इन लोगों के लिए special hospitals होने चाहिए. Everybody has individual differences. Okay, but when he talked about health, he did not talk about the health of mind or brain. He talked about the health of soul. Okay, and he said that all these things are divinely caused. So while Hippocrates, he denied the fact that deities and god or something like that exists, demons exist. Plato, on the other hand, he said that these people, this is all divinely caused. There is some supernatural power that is causing this thing. But for a good health of the soul, this is something that we can do on our part. We can make community centers, we can make hospitals, we can converse these people as a psychotherapeutic conversation. Understood? They were so intelligent, isn't it?
So
So
like
after this, Mhm.
basically Plato believed in something that was supernatural, that was something like related to divine or God or something related to demons.
No, he just believed that the cause of this problem is supernatural.
Okay.
क्योंकि वो उसका कॉज कोई बायोलॉजिकल कॉज की उसने बात नहीं करी कि दिमाग में है या कहाँ पे है. He just said that this is something that is caused by divine God and we do not know any cause of it. तो उसने कॉज की बात नहीं करी, उसने सिर्फ ट्रीटमेंट की बात करी. कॉज उसने भगवान पे छोड़ दिया.
अच्छा, अच्छा, okay.
Got it?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. All right. Any other question? Okay, you can always raise your hand if you have any queries. Okay, then we come to the fourth one, that is Aristotle. You know, Aristotle was a student of Plato. Plato का student था. He also, studied about mental health disorders and all these things in pretty much in depth. He described consciousness, and he said, he attributed everything to thinking. So he said, it is our thoughts जिससे हमें pain होती है, and it is our thought that give us pleasure. So सारा कुछ किस पे डाल दिया? Thinking के ऊपर. Aristotle did that. Okay, so this was ancient Western period. Okay, we have revised also, I think now a number of times. We have revised Hippocrates, we have revised Galen, and Plato and Aristotle. I have just told you. So इसी का एक parallel approach थी Indian. So if you go see Indian ancient Indian text, तो ancient Indian text में तो इन चीजों की पहले से ही बातें हो रखी हैं. So there are Vedas and all these things. So if you know about Indian text, so people even today they believe that Indian Vedas and all these things have answers to each and every problem, each and everything. They are very well researched, they are very well, uh, they have kind of whatever things we are discovering through science today have already been discussed in these Vedas. Not just Indian Vedas, even of other religions and all. When I say Indian, I mean a lot of religions, right? I'm not just restricting myself to any particular religion, but I'm talking about India as a whole. So if you go through the Ayurvedic text, or you talk about Atharvaved, so they already talk about Vat, Pitta and Kapha, the humors that Galen also talked about. Okay, so in ancient India, these things are already being mentioned. There is Charak Samhita, there is Sushruta Samhita. These are written. Charak and Sushruta are the name of the people who have written these texts. So they have already mentioned about these things. After this, we come to the Middle Ages. तो अभी भी irrespective of the fact कि Hippocrates, Plato इन सब ने क्या बातें बोली, people were not completely over this thing. So there was still some belief in demonology, that demons exist. So उस time पे there were very surprising things that happened. There was something called mass madness that spreaded amongst the people. So when I say mass madness, mass means a group of people. So अभी तक हमने जिन लोगों की बात करी, we just talked about individuals. So in Middle Ages, there were groups of people who started getting mentally ill, started suffering from mental illness. तो ये बाद में they got to know कि they proposed that it was hysteria. Hysteria is a mental illness, and that was something that was spreading amongst these people. But yes, उस time पे mass illness आई, mass madness. अच्छा, if you read Carson and Butcher, they have also mentioned this thing, dancing mania. It's called tarantism. So people have an uncontrollable urge to move their body parts and dance, And this was a kind of madness that, a disorder at that period of time that was prevailing. Another very interesting, disorder that is mentioned in that is कि उस time में there was something called lycanthropy. IYCANTHROPY. इसका क्या मतलब है कि people used to think that they were possessed by wolves. Wolf समझते हो, भेड़िया? So they used to think कि हमें wolf ने possess कर लिया and we are under the control of wolf. So they're under the control of wolf and they used to start behaving exactly just the way a wolf does. Okay, so you imagine this thing, and this is all happening in masses. It is not happening to just one person or two, it is happening to a number of people. तो उनसे जब उन्होंने बातें करी, and there are a few things that are mentioned. So people used to say कि wolf के बाल बाहर होते हैं, it is the only difference is कि my hair are under my skin and my entire behavior is under the possession of some wolf, and that's how I'm behaving in this, that's probably the cause of my behavior. Okay, so demonology and superstition was still there. There was a very prevalent practice called witch hunting, which is also mentioned in your NCRT book. So you understand the meaning of witch? अगर आपने वो childhood छोटी छोटी stories सुनी होंगी, you would be knowing what witches are. To rail, to the female devils they call witches. So witch hunting की एक practice थी. So when I say witch hunt, आपको word को सुन के ही पता चल रहा है कि they are hunting the witch. We hunt animals to kill them. So witch hunting means that whoever was, not in the best state of his, mental health, people did not used to uh, behave very nicely with them, and the treatment that was happening to those people was not very good. So the practice was called witch hunting. तो उस टाइम पे एक बहुत अच्छे मेजर कंट्रीब्यूटर आए, whom you should remember, Saint Augustine. He talked about the feelings, he talked about mental anguish that a person might be going through, या conflicts जो एक person के अंदर चल रहे होंगे, जिसकी वजह से maybe that person is behaving in this manner. अगर आपने साइको एनालिसिस फ्रॉइड का ऑलरेडी पढ़ा है, so you would see कि उसमें भी they have talked about the conflicts, id, ego, super ego, all these things. So Saint Augustine, his work laid the foundation for psychodynamic theories of abnormal psychology, abnormal behavior. Okay, so he talked about feelings or mental anguish that is going on in a person's head, or the conflicts that that person may be going through. Sorry. All right, any doubts in Middle Ages? Okay, no doubts. I'll move ahead then. Okay. So iske baad, some good changes started coming. The period of Renaissance came. So Renaissance means rebirth. Okay, so जो humanity लोगों के बीच में सो गई थी, जो मर गई थी, seeing at the practices of witch hunting or exorcism, they started taking a rebirth. Rebirth in a good sense. Rebirth means the period of Renaissance, with this, the humanity that had died in people, it started taking a new birth. The humanity. तो अब लोगों के अंदर humanity, it started increasing. People starting getting more curious about a person's behavior. Okay, so a very major contributor of Renaissance period was Johann Weyer. He is also the founder of modern psychiatry, something like that. I'll confirm and tell you about that. So he is a very major contributor. Okay, हमने सेंट ऑगस्टाइन की बात करी है, उससे पहले हमने हिपोक्रेट्स, प्लेटो, गैलन और एरिस्टोटल की बात करी है. दिस इज द कंट्रीब्यूटर इन रेनेसां पीरियड. ओके, he talked about the causes of psychological disorders. अब किसने psychological disorders का कोई cause नहीं दिया था? When we talked about ancient, Western period, do you guys remember?
Plato.
Yes, Plato did not give any cause. He left it all upon divine God. So Johann Weir, he tried to describe it in more scientific terms. Okay, he said that इससे पहले भी we just studied कि ऑगस्टाइन ने भी बोला कि पर्सन के अंदर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होते हैं. सिमिलरली जोहान वायर ने भी यही कहा कि the causes of psychological disorders could be that the person is going through some psychological conflicts, in his head, and maybe there are some disturbed interpersonal relationships जिसकी वजह से he is behaving the way he is behaving. Now, a very major practice in the Middle Ages was witch hunting, which is also mentioned in your NCERT book. WITCH witch, HUNTING hunting. Okay, so ये Augustine commented. Sorry, Johann Weir, he commented. He said that witches are, they are not anything supernatural or something. Maybe they are mentally disturbed. उसने अपने reasons दिए है ना. He did not give any supernatural reason, did he? Johann Weir, where he did not talk about any supernatural reason. He strictly adhered to the psychological reasons. He talked about psychological conflict or disturbed interpersonal relationships, things that seem pretty scientific if you study about the theories of psychology कि abnormal behavior के ये causes हो सकते हैं. He very practically said कि witches could be mentally disturbed and they require medical treatment. They do not require theological treatment. The word theo means God. ओके, गॉड और रिलीजन. तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप जो ये रिलीजियस ट्रीटमेंट दे रहे हो विच हंटिंग करके, उनको टॉर्चर करके, उनके साथ इतना बुरा बर्ताव करके, दिस इज नॉट दोस पीपल नीड. एंड ऑब्वियसली कोई इफेक्ट भी नहीं हो रहा था उन चीजों का, isn't it? So अगर community care centers थे तो people used to be, for their lifetime they used to be living in their community care centers only. या जो hospitals थे वो लोग कभी रिलीज ही नहीं हो रहे थे because they were being tortured. The practices were not good. Okay, so Johann Weir, he said that probably these witches are they are mentally disturbed and they require medical treatment, some medicinal treatment. Okay, so this is what Johann Weir talked about, that you need to remember in Renaissance period, the period of rebirth, जिसमें उन्होंने witch hunting से they talked about कि witches are not witches, they are actually probably some person who is going through some mental illness. Then came the age of reason and enlightenment. पिछली स्लाइड में क्या हुआ, रीबर्थ हुआ उनका, है ना, रेनेसा पीरियड में. अब उनका एनलाइटनमेंट हो रही है. I'll give you a brief, so that you don't get perplexed or you don't get overwhelmed with things. It is very simple. I'll also share the notes with you. हमने सबसे पहले ancient time की बात करी. हमने बात करी सबसे पहले स्टार्टिंग कहाँ से हुई, सुपर नेचुरल चीजों से, है ना. आई गेव यू द इंस्टेंसेस ऑफ रूरल एरियाज जहाँ पे लोगों को इन चीजों की नॉलेज ही नहीं है, ठीक है. एंड वी टॉक्ड अबाउट देयर ट्रीटमेंट, एग्जॉर्सिज्म, जिसमें वो लोग प्रेयर्स का यूज करते हैं या मैजिकल चीजों का यूज करते हैं, काउंटर मैजिक का यूज करते हैं उन भूत प्रेतों को निकालने के लिए. वी टॉक्ड अबाउट टू वेरी मेजर टर्म्स, ओझा एंड शमन. Oja is the medicine man and shaman is the person himself who is affected by that particular problem. We talked about two approaches which are very simple, biological approach and we talked about the psychological approach. While biological approach it talked about कि एक person के जो brain में शायद कोई problem है ना, या उसकी brain और body sync में नहीं है, that is why he is behaving abnormally. And psychological approach it talked about that maybe the way a person is thinking and feeling are not in sync with each other, right? Then we discussed very much in depth about the ancient Western period. Okay, so we talked about the philosophers and physicians of ancient Greece. We talked about Hippocrates. We talked about Socrates. We talked about Hippocrates, who said that I do not believe in any demons or deities. I think there are natural causes of whatever is happening. It could be brain injury or so. He also mentioned a brief about dreams, and he also talked about the types of mental disorder: mania, melancholic, and phrenitis. Phrenitis is brain fever. Then we talked about Galen. Galen talked about four elements that are prevalent in the environment. I'm just briefing whatever I've told you till now. Okay, he talked about four elements. Four elements are earth, air, fire, and water. he said that these all combine to form four humors in our body, in a human body. Those four humors are yellow bile, blood, phlegm, and black bile. Then we studied the four temperaments that are related to these. We said that blood is related to sanguine, yellow bile is related to choleric, phlegm is related to phlegmatic, black bile is related to melancholic. And for future references also, you should remember which thing is connected to which. Okay. And then parallelly we discussed about the ancient Indian text. उन्होंने क्या बात करी? They talked about वात पित्त कफ. हमने कहा कि जो गैलन ने ह्यूमर्स की बात करी थी, हमारे इंडियन एंशियंट टेक्स्ट में ऑलरेडी वो चीज है. अथर्ववेद और आयुर्वेदिक टेक्स्ट ऑलरेडी इस चीज की बात करते हैं. ओके. देन वी टॉक्ड अबाउट मिडिल एजेस. ठीक है. मिडिल एजेस में वी सेड दैट पीपल स्टिल यूज्ड टू बिलीव इन डेमोनोलॉजी. वेरी मेजर प्रैक्टिस दैट वाज प्रेवलेंट इन दोस पीरियड्स वाज विच हंटिंग. उसके अलावा भी मैंने आपको प्रैक्टिसेस बताई हैं विच यू नीड नॉट मेंशन इन योर एग्जाम, बट आपको जस्ट फॉर योर क्यूरियोसिटी एंड टू मेक यू फील make you find this thing interesting. I told you the story of wolf and the other story. Okay. To create your curiosity that history is not that boring. Okay. But in your NCERT book they have only limited to witch hunting, which you should mention. The major contributor of Middle Ages was Saint Augustine, who laid the foundation of psychodynamic theories of abnormal psychology, जो हम अभी भी पढ़ते हैं. He talked about conflicts, he talked about feelings and mental anguish. और ऑगस्टाइन के ही वर्क को फर्दर रेनेसा पीरियड में इवन जोहान वेयर ने भी यही बात करी. He said that the psychological disorders are, they are not something supernatural. Rather, he also talked about conflicts and he talked about disturbed interpersonal relationships. और उन्होंने कहा कि witches जो हैं they require medical treatment and not the theological treatment. ओके. कोई रिलीजियस ट्रीटमेंट उनको नहीं चाहिए. अब यहाँ तक डू यू हैव एनी डाउट? वी आर लेफ्ट विद वेरी लिटिल पोर्शन. विल बी एबल टू फिनिश इट in 5 minutes or so. Any doubt till here?
No, it's clear.
Pardon?
It's clear.
Okay, it's clear. It's clear to everybody? Any doubts? Anything you want me to repeat?
Ma'am, can I ask something?
Yes.
Ma'am, all these mental health issues have been discussed in our Vedas.
Yes, but the names are different.
Okay. With the treatments?
Yes. Yes. Everything is mentioned there. But again, you should know the language of Vedas, which is a little difficult. तो उसका आपको थोड़ा सा gist of it you will find in Carson and Butcher. I can share its picture if you want.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. So, okay. Any other doubts? Okay, I'm taking your silence as a no. If you will have any doubts, feel free to put it in the chat box. Okay, after the Renaissance period, now we come to the age of reason and enlightenment, which actually, did wonders. ठीक है. So you guys must be remembering, है ना? मैंने बात करी थी कि one of them he also talked about the community centers. Isn't it? Plato talked about कि community centers भी होने चाहिए, and people should be treated with psychotherapies through conversation. So, in the age of reason and enlightenment, the faith and dogma, it started vanishing. So, this all was being replaced with what? Scientific methods. Now, scientific methods started coming in 17th and 18th century. ठीक है, to understand abnormal behavior. तो इसमें एक very important movement it came, the movement of reform, the reform movement. Okay, so with the reform movement, as I told you about the Renaissance, the rebirth of humanity, similarly in the reform movement, now people, earlier I told you, they were torturing those people. They were not, accepting that them as even human beings. कभी उसको witch बना दिया, कभी wolf बना दिया, कभी कुछ. Now they actually started feeling compassion for these people. Compassion means they started understanding what that person is going through, right? They started feeling compassionate, empathetic towards those people. And this movement, this movement was termed as reform movement. Okay, so asylums बनने लग गए in Europe and America, okay, in during the reform movement. And these people, they started getting good treatment. But again, as I mentioned earlier, कि these people, they did not know what after asylum. असाइलम है तो वही उनकी कम्युनिटी है, वही उनकी फैमिली है, वही सब कुछ है. दे आर स्टिल नॉट एबल टू एडजस्ट टू द नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बींग्स और पीपल लाइक अस. सोसाइटी का पार्ट तो बने ही नहीं, उन्होंने तो उनकी सोसाइटी अलग बना दी असाइलम में डाल के. एंड देन यू आर नेवर आस्किंग देम अगेन बैक. सो अगर वो असाइलम से बाहर आ भी रहे हैं, दे आर नॉट एबल टू एडजस्ट टू द नॉर्मल एनवायरमेंट, isn't it? So some of them, if you read in depth, so when they saw those people, some of them, they became beggars because उनकी condition ही नहीं थी कुछ काम करने के लिए. They were not made capable enough कि they could adjust in the environment. So reform movement के बाद, so asylums बने, they were helpful, they provided those people with, अब at least उन पे torture नहीं हो रहा था, उनको थोड़ा compassion के साथ treat किया जा रहा था, but उनको उस level पे नहीं लेके आया जा रहा था कि जिससे वो normal society का part बन सके. और बहुत जरूरी था. अब you cannot treat a person with IQ 30 and IQ 70 in the similar manner, isn't it? So the person with IQ 70 has a greater hope than a person with IQ 30. So we should give them importance and treatment accordingly. And we should try कि जितना ज़्यादातर possible है, they should be a part of the normal society. That's why nowadays there are special ed programs and so many other things. कि you can remain the part of the society itself and not that you make a separate society of yourself. Isn't it? So ये तो वही बात हो गई ना कि जो drug addiction से the people who are suffering from who are addicts or suffering from this addiction, उनको आप बस jails में बंद कर दो, drug de-addiction centers में बंद कर दो, and you never make them come out, ताकि ना वो बाहर आए, ना उनको drugs मिले, और ना ही वो ठीक हो पाए, मतलब ना ही वो expose हो, तो बस वो center में ही है. So will you call them healed? नहीं ना. अगर आप किसी पर्सन को प्रिजन में डाल दो, किसी क्रिमिनल को, एंड सारी उम्र उसको प्रिजन में ही डाल के रखो, तो ही विल नॉट बी एबल टू एडजस्ट टू द सोसाइटी. वो बाहर आके दोबारा क्राइम जब भी उसको मौका मिलेगा वो करेगा, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट educating him, psycho educating that person, you're not making that person capable कि वो नॉर्मल सोसाइटी का पार्ट बन सके. That is why this reform of deinstitutionalization it came. Now deinstitutionalization, by the word itself you can understand institution क्या होता है. Institution यहाँ पे they are talking about asylums, okay. Institution, de-institution, उनको institution से अब they were saying कि take them out, and this movement was called deinstitutionalization. Institution is what? It is your asylum. De-institution, take them out of that asylum because they need to be a part of the normal society too. They should know after they have been healed, how can they adjust to the normal environment. Okay, so there were several reasons why these psychiatric hospitals, all of this started closing in the 17th and 18th century. एक तो ये कि there was a lot of cost involved. तो अब अगर हम लोगों को कम्युनिटी में ही रख के हील करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो इट वाज कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव. नंबर 2, तब तक इन डिसऑर्डर्स को ट्रीट करने के लिए जो मेडिसिन की जरूरत थी वो मेडिसिन आ गई थी. सो दोस मेडिसिन वर बीइंग सक्सेसफुल. नंबर 3 वाज कि इंस्टीट्यूशंस में सब कैसा बिहेवियर हो रहा है. दो ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड बहुत सारे एक्ट्स भी आए, लाइक कि आफ्टर एवरी 4 months देयर शुड बी अ चेक इन द इंस्टीट्यूशंस कि वो किस तरीके से लोगों को ट्रीट कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद भी बहुत सारे ऐसे लॉज भी बने इन लोगों के लिए, विच इज रियली नाइस. देयर इज आल्सो सम मूवी रिलेटेड टू दिस, इसका नाम मुझे याद नहीं है. आई टेल यू दैट मूवी. दैट लेडी शी फाइट्स अबाउट फॉर हर राइट्स. So as a she was mentally sick and then she got treated and she had written diary about everything, and very nicely. It is a very nice movie. If I remember its name, I'll surely share it with you in the group. Okay. यू मस्ट वॉच इट कि कैसे इनके लॉज भी बनने, इन लोगों के लिए स्पेशल लॉज बनने शुरू हुए कि दे कैन ऑल्सो स्पीक अप फॉर देमसेल्व्स. एंड विद दिस डी इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइजेशन केम कि असाइलम्स में इन लोगों को रखने की बजाय इट वॉज मोर कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव, इट वॉज मोर ह्यूमेन थिंग टू डू, ह्यूमनली थिंग टू डू कि इनको हम कम्युनिटीज में रख के रिकवर करें. And these reforms for asylums, they they started in Europe and America. But when I say कि deinstitutionalization हुआ, इसके बाद भी बहुत सारे इसके drawbacks थे, which are not mentioned in your NCERT book. But again, deinstitutionalization के बाद भी इस चीज के भी बहुत सारे drawbacks थे which came into existence, और उसके बाद भी बहुत सारी चीजें, बहुत सारी development 19th और 20th century में हुई. बट दे थिंक कि एनसीईआरटी के बच्चों के लिए इतना कुछ ही आई थिंक इट इज प्रिटी हैवी अ हिस्ट्री फॉर यू गाइस, okay, being students of 12th standard, and it is only a portion of your chapter. So this is something that happened, and recent years mein they just said ki now what the approaches that we are using are biopsychosocial approaches. तो अब जब हम कोई अप्रोच की बात करते हैं, वी टॉक अबाउट द इक्लेक्टिक थेरेपी. थेरेपी भी देते हैं तो उसमें भी बहुत सारी थेरेपीज कंबाइंड होती हैं. अगर किसी डिसऑर्डर को डिस्क्राइब भी करना है, अभी यू विल बी स्टडिंग अबाउट द फैक्टर्स दैट आर दैट अफेक्ट नॉर्मल बिहेवियर, तो उसमें भी आप स्टडी करोगे कि देर इज नॉट जस्ट बायोलॉजिकल फैक्टर इन्वॉल्व, और देर इज नॉट जस्ट साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर involved. There are various factors which interact with each other, and then that is how things happen. So that is biopsychosocial factors. So all these approaches, they are combinedly used in these days. So I think this is it for today. If you have any doubts, you may ask.
Ma'am,
Any queries? Any?
can I add one point here?
Sure.
जो आपने अभी कहा ना कि हमें उन लोगों के साथ ह्यूमन जैसा बिहेव करना चाहिए, जैसे कि वो हमें नॉर्मल बिहेव करना चाहिए ताकि वो हम जैसे नॉर्मल बिहेव करने लगे. तो उसमें उसके मेरे पास एक एग्जांपल है. आई डिडंट रिमेम्बर हर नेम एक्चुअली, बट शी गेट अवॉर्डेड बाय द आवर महाराष्ट्र स्टेट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, एंड शी इज लिविंग besides Pune somewhere, and she is by profession she is a doctor. एंड वो जब स्टार्ट कर रही थी डॉक्टर की जो जॉब वगैरह नॉर्मली चल रहा था, तो उन्होंने एक बार देखा कि वहां पे एक औरत थी जो कि वो कचरा वगैरह जो रहता है रोड के साइड में, तो उसमें से चुन चुन के खा रही थी. तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि उस औरत को फॉलो किया. तो फिर उसके बारे में कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन निकाला, तो उनको पता चला कि उन्हें वो मेंटली तो रिटार्डेड नहीं थी, उसे कोई फिजिकल वगैरह कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं था. उसका प्रॉब्लम एक यही था कि उसे घर से निकाल दिया गया था कुछ फैमिली रीजंस के वजह से, और फिर उसके बाद वो अपना गुजारा नहीं कर सकती थी, इसीलिए वो ऐसे हालात से गुजर रही थी, और वो अपना जो गुजारा करना था वो ऐसे कुछ खा के कुछ ऐसा ही खा के वगैरह गुजारा कर रही थी. तो फिर उन्होंने क्या किया, उन जो डॉक्टर थी उन्होंने क्या किया कि ऐसे औरतों को इकट्ठा करना शुरू किया, और उसको ट्रीटमेंट वगैरह उन्होंने कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ट्रीटमेंट वगैरह ऐसा साइकोलॉजिकल ट्रीटमेंट वगैरह नहीं दिया, लेकिन फिर उनके साथ उन्होंने सिर्फ एक ही बात की कि उन्हें जो जो कुछ वो बोलना चाहती है वो सुन लेती थी, उसको फिर रिप्लाई में कुछ नहीं कहती थी. और दो चीजें और की उन्होंने, जो कि उन्हें सिर्फ जो कपड़े वगैरह है उसके लिए उन्हें उससे हेल्प की उन जैसे औरतों को, बाकी औरतों को, और फिर उनके साथ कुछ काम करने लगी. उन्होंने वो प्रोफेशनल जॉब छोड़ दिया और उनके साथ कुछ काम करने लगी, और वो उनके साथ रह कर फिर से पूरी तरह से नॉर्मल हो गई. और फिर वो इकट्ठा रह के, वो सारी औरतें एक साथ रह के उन्होंने अपना एक खुद का एक जॉब वगैरह ऐसा मतलब एक बिजनेस टाइप उन्होंने शुरू किया मिला था, क्योंकि वो ऐसे सारी औरतों पे एक साथ रह के वगैरह उनकी देखभाल कर रही थी.
That's
Okay,
pretty
that's it.
inspiring. Thank you for sharing. Thank
Yeah,
you,
welcome.
Priyanka. Okay. Any other doubts? Anything that you would like to share or ask? Okay, I'm taking it as a no. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you so much